Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Back to throw. Carr. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
An inside give to Schlesinger, the fullback. Hall of Famer Howie Long with a tackle.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
60 Pittsburgh. 55. Here we go, D. 36.
On second down now, it's Jackson. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Like my boy. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Mariota to throw. To Barkley on the check down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 34-yard line.
Blue Iron. 54 Mike. It's a party now. It's a party now. One.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for Charles Davis, the rest of our crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 91. Check. Now.
The first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
The Hall of Famer Kevin Green in on the stop.
Mike 50. 64.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the run, it's Bo Jackson. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Hey, high 7.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first. Into the red zone. It's Carr. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. As they come up now on a 3rd down and 8. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
We've seen this offense go for it on 4th down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
They certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd in inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker. Now Roethlisberger going with the option, right side. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Julius Peppers in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, 1st down. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this 1st half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Melvin Ingram. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He's got the lane, and there he goes. 20, 10, and the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. In